Okay, so, my low, my high, and my act of kindness today. Or, before today, hold on. I actually forgot to do one quick thing before I started. Silly me. Um, okay, so, I can just find, hold on a minute. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so, my low, my high, my act of kindness. Let's see. What was my low? I guess. Huh. Trying to think of a low. I I know something not good happened yesterday. I just can't remember what it was. Well, no, bad news is good news. No, that's not how it works at all. My low would probably have to be the fact that yesterday as a whole, I mean, don't get me wrong, like nothing bad happened. It's just it rained a lot and it was actually rather kind of cold and depressing. So that's not really the best. My high is, well, a couple things. For starters, we actually got the Masked Singer again. I'll be able to talk about that in greater detail, which is great. Although, again, there's something I'll talk about in greater detail. Today is actually my parents' wedding anniversary today. And even though, like, they're supposed to give each other gifts, I'm still going to give them something. In fact, I'll show off what it is in a second. And actually, you know what? That would be my act of kindness. I'm going to give my parents an anniversary gift. A gift that I made. So, without further ado, how about we get things started? Good morning and happy Thursday, everyone. Yes, it's Thursday. For starters, we have a new episode of Hot Ones. Can't wait for that. Sam Smith is the guest today. You know what? Maybe I should probably look him up a little bit. Hold on. Okay. I mean, I did sort of look him up a little bit, but I didn't really do like the greatest job. Okay. Okay. The only thing I would legitimately know him for is the fact that he helped write the song "Writings on the Wall" for the James Bond film Spectre that came out a couple years ago. Which, all right, yeah. Doing music for James Bond is always nice. I mean, remember Skyfall from Adele? Oh, I love that theme. That song is actually on my iPod, Skyfall. So, yeah, that that's really cool. Um, let's see. Uh, I probably have heard some of these songs, but like nothing that like if I were to hear them, I'd remember. But right now, like I'm drawing a blank. So there's that. We have a new episode of Hot Ones today, and what else is happening today? Totally Not Mark is gonna have another One Piece video. I said this before. He's actually doing a 100% blind read through of the entirety of the One Piece manga in preparation for chapter 1000. Plus, again, it's blind, as in he's a brand new fan. But he's a relatively famous anime related YouTuber. So it's actually been quite interesting seeing like his journey way back from Romance Dawn up until essentially now. Which reminds me, I do have to at some point do an arc thoughts. I'll probably do that later today, before, as long as it's before the end of the month, because I want the manga to go as far as possible before, even though I'm doing this monthly, by the time I get to wherever One Piece is, at that time One Piece won't be over yet. So that's why I do arc thoughts. With that said, he'll be doing the Reverie as well as a few family related themes from the Big Mom Pirates. That'll be fun. That'll be interesting to watch. I mean, again, and I've said this before, the Whole Cake Island arc and the Reverie arcs were like the arcs that were going on like right when I started making videos. So, needless to say, they hold a special place in my heart. I don't really know. I don't know what I would rank. Well, for starters, I'm ranking Whole Cake Island higher than Reverie just because of how short Reverie is in comparison. One of these days I really should do like a top 10 or break down all my favorite arcs from start to finish. I mean, that's the thing about doing a top 10 that's always so difficult. Like, you know exactly what your number one is going to be. But, like, after that, it's just so hard to do. It's one of the main reasons why I don't really do top 10s, or play favorites for that matter. Because, yeah, I can pick out a favorite, but, you know, inquiring minds may want to know, do I have a second favorite? Do I have a third favorite? How far does it go? And, yeah, for some of those I can break it down, but I'd have to think so incredibly long and hard about making any kind of top 10 whatsoever that it would just get so monotonous, and I don't want to do that. One thing I do want to do, though, is give my parents an anniversary gift today, which I actually made this a couple weeks ago, and I've been saving it for a special occasion. So, that said, here. I made these pickles literally like 3 weeks ago today. So, yeah. Just, it's got garlic in it. It's got some dill. It's got black peppercorns, mustard, and coriander. Yeah, this is a used jar in case you couldn't already tell. But it definitely looks good, and you know they should definitely taste good. So can't wait to give these to my folks. That'll be interesting. Be happy to do that later. Actually, hold on. Here, let me. Yeah, that's what they look like. Yeah, sorry. This video is not sponsored or anything. It's just I have it's a used jar in case you couldn't tell. But yeah, and you can. Oh right, this is the jar that's like some of the paper got ripped off. But I mean, you know, the jar is sealed. No pop or nothing. I actually meant to show that when I showed that one jar the other day. Like, if it's a jar like this, where, like, there's a little button that, you know, pop, like, if it pops, then you know it's not sealed. But the way it's down like this, perfectly sealed. So, yeah. I did a really good job with that now, didn't I? It's always so satisfying when your pickle jars seal. Because, like, you know... I actually did the research. And if a jar doesn't seal, it's not really the end of the world. Just so long... Because here's the thing. Unsealed jars and sealed jars last exactly the same amount of time as long as they're in the refrigerator. And I always keep mine cold in the refrigerator, so... Yeah, they'll last indefinitely. Well, I've heard so many weird things like, oh, these will last 3 weeks. These will last all sorts of crazy amounts of time. Pretty much if I open them and they taste good after however long, you know, I'm good. So it'll be a nice anniversary gift for my folks. I do believe they are 37 years today. So, I mean, neither of them watch my videos, but I'll be sure to give them that as a gift. So that'd be really nice. Let's see. Oh, right. I have to talk about The Masked Singer, don't I? So yes, after weeks, I love that they say like after weeks we finally start Group C, and I'm just thinking, well, you people over at Fox wasted a week having the World Series in the Masked Singer's time slot a week ago. We would have started Group C a lot sooner. I mean, really. Why on earth why would you ruin that? But, Right. We started Group C yesterday, and there were 5 singers. There was the broccoli, the lips, the squiggly monster, the jellyfish, and the mushroom. Which, okay, everyone's saying great. I mean, really, really, really great. But I want to point out one thing to the judges. That was not a dude as the mushroom. That was clearly, if that was a dude, I'll be impressed. Because, I mean, here's the thing. Growing up, one thing I was most definitely made fun of for was the sound of my voice. Like, believe me, anyone who's known me for that long knows I was made fun of for how I sounded as a kid. And believe me, I've heard some of the worst insults from it. I mean, personally, I think they were only making fun of my voice so they wouldn't have to make fun of something else that I'm not going to get into. But my point is, I heard like all of the worst possible, like, basically, I had a very high-pitched voice when I was younger. A lot louder than you're hearing now, actually. And the one thing that, and I actually used to hate myself for it, but as I started singing in choir more and more and tried out for more solos and stuff, I actually grew to take advantage of my range. For those of you who don't know the terminology, I would be a tenor 1. I mean, I can sing a little baritone. I can do a little bit of bass. And if I can sing tenor 1, tenor 2 really isn't that much of a problem for me. But tenor 1 is normally where you find me at, unless whoever the choir director is directs me, otherwise. So, whenever I hear, like, a guy sing a girl song, I actually do give them all the respect in the world, because that's something that I can do, and it kind of makes me feel like I'm not alone. But for those of you who watched The Masked Singer last night, you guys do know that was not a dude as the mushroom. That clearly sounded like a woman. Like, whether the mushroom was singing or, like, talking with because they disguise voices, that was a woman, through and through. I mean, I'm sure if I'm wrong, I'll be sure to eat my words. But, if that was a dude as the mushroom, I will be impressed. Like, seriously, all the judges are guessing like Donald Glover. It's like, that was not a dude. Because unless you're me, no dude can sing like that. I mean, to be brutally honest, I probably could be doing videos where I sing more, but the songs I want to sing could potentially be copyrighted, and I don't want to do that. I mean, yeah, I could always put them on Facebook and Instagram, but I mean, come on, I want to show off on YouTube. And YouTube has the whole, copyright sort of strike policy thing, and I don't want to get into that, especially when, for those of you who don't know, if you get 3 strikes, your channel is taken off. I don't want to do that. So know that I can sing, I would like to, but I'm that worried about everything being copyrighted that I don't want to risk it. What I can risk saying, though, is who got eliminated last night, and that was the Lips. The Lips. Which, I should have known the costume would have looked like the way it did. But, I don't know, I felt like that costume probably could have been a little bit more creative. But the Lips ended up being Wendy Williams. Which, okay, don't really know who Wendy Williams is, other than the fact that she's like a talk show host. I'll look her up. It's the businesswoman, media personality, and author. Okay. Okay, she was in Think Like a Man. Okay. Alright. Don't really know much else, but okay. So, yeah, that's what happened to The Masked Singer last night. Now let's talk about the NFL game tonight, which is the Falcons and the Panthers. Oh, please, I'm picking the Panthers. The Falcons are terrible still. Yeah, I think they just got a win recently. In fact, what is the record? Yeah, 3. Oh, Yeah, 1-6. Yeah, the Panthers got this. And they're at home. If the Panthers lose, I'll be stunned. So, yeah, I'm picking the Panthers over the Falcons. Hey, what do you know? Cats do eat birds, you know. So, yeah, like, favorite, share, the subscribe button, follow me, and social platforms on YouTube. I'm very hungry in this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy today. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. You're ready to watch some hot ones. And everything you guys want to talk to channel to me and let you know. So, like, take care and make good choices. One good choice I'm making is I'm giving these to my folks for their anniversary. See ya.